Alrighty, guys, we are back. 39th annual VNEA World Championships, broadcasting here out of Ballys Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada. These guys are just getting their lineups done, started, ready to rock and roll. And welcome back to the stream. I'm just getting all my comments uploaded, ready to rock and roll. I do have YouTube open. Just getting on to Facebook here. And if you are just tuning in, guys, help me out. Smash that share button. She's going to be a good one. We have the machine out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Hard to Kill out of Colorado, USA. Hello, Renee. Steph. Let's get it locked, loaded, ready to go. I was actually just going over that with Richard this morning, Blaine. With any hopes, we should have it before we leave here for everybody that was on the list. So they are just shaking hands here, guys. I'm going to give you a quick little overhead view. So this is the overhead. So Team Calgary sitting on the left, Team Colorado sitting on the right. Of course you were on a list, Blaine. Yeah, Sandra, this is going to be a gooder. Welcome back to it, guys. If you are experiencing any issues on the Facebook feed, feel free to jump over to the YouTube channel. It has been running absolutely flawless. I'm not quite sure how Facebook has been. I have been playing. We won our matches today, so we are done for the day. We don't play again till 11:30 tomorrow morning. And then we will have another match following this one. And that will be at 9:30, and that will probably be the last stream of the night. And once again, before they do get started here, guys, viewer advantage number 7 is up for grabs. We are doing this draw tomorrow. I know the date is wrong on this one. Obviously, they didn't change it. But the winner will get the choice, the Jacoby Black, the T3 jump brake, JB case plus cash top up, or the SS360 shaft plus a cash top up. Or you can take the money and run, $620 cash. If you do want in it to win it and you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're in the good old US of A and you want in to win, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know exactly how you can get in to win. So on the left table, that was Paul Richens. He is playing for Team Machine. I am going to sound a little bit biased because I know all the names on the machine. I do not know all of the guys. In fact, I don't think I know any of them on the Hard to Kill team. So I do apologize if I sound a little bit biased. This match is making it very difficult to get dinner on the table. Indeed, Jen. But it will be very entertaining, I can promise you. And on the right-hand table, Russ Whittle at the table breaking for the machine. And both dry breaks. Those can come up costly at the end of the match. And on the left-hand table, it is Hard to Kill at the table. I believe he's going to play the 9-13 combination, taking the high ball. Indeed, look at that. Opens it wide open. One shot, and everything is completely wide open. So 15, he might have to nudge this 2 ball. So looking at the 12 ball, the 12 does go in the right side pocket, but it's a little bit tight. So if he takes this 15 ball, puts a little bit of left-hand spin on it, punches that 2 ball just over to the rail, doesn't want to overpunch it, that'll put him on the 11 and open up the pocket in the bottom right for that 10 to go. And he didn't. He's just gonna play the 10 ball, I guess. Well, I guess that's a 12 ball, 10 ball sitting up top. He's gonna play that 12 ball into that right hand side pocket. I think I might have nudged that 2 a little bit. Right, worst case scenario, then if the 2 comes off that rail lively and still takes the pocket back, maybe it'll squeeze by that 2. You could play the in off as well, I guess. 12 ball off the rail off the 2 in the corner, that would also work. And at this point, really shooter's choice whether he wants to take the 10 ball. Is it the 10? It is the 10. The 10 or the 14 into the top right hand corner. If he plays the 14 off the top rail, back up table. And does just that. And more than likely play this 10 ball to get shape on the 9 ball. He's going to save that 12 ball in off for his last shot. Where is Ben's team playing? You know what? I'm not really sure where they're playing. Let me have a look and see if I can find out. Barry's team, they are on 97-98. They just started their match. And once again, and as always, guys, if you can help me out, hit that share button, invite any of your friends, family, share it in any of the pool groups that you're members of. I would greatly appreciate it. The more the merrier. This is going to be a great match. Right-hand table might have got into a little bit of trouble there. I don't think that 11 passes anymore. He does have a hit on the 13. So on the left-hand table, Indeed tried to play shape for the 9, but the 3 is a beach ball. So 12 off the rail, off the 2. Oh, it went straight. He had enough to go straight. He cheated that in really nicely. 9 ball, bottom left-hand corner. 8 ball into the top right. And that'll be a 10-0. Hard to kill. Well, hello, Deborah. I am doing extremely well today. I was on the stream earlier this morning before, I believe I was on early this morning. I think it was on at 9 o'clock. And the Suds and Chips event was on last night, of which I thought I might make some of. Went upstairs and thought I would just have maybe a hour nap, which didn't work out. Went to bed at 7:30 last night and woke up at 7:30 this morning. So I'm feeling kind of good. I got me some sleep. San Antonio checking in. Thank you, Renee. And that is correct, Terry. They are just starting. This will be the first score right here. Hard to kill. 10-0 victory. So it is a 25 game format. I see what they're doing. They didn't tell me they were doing this, so these are racks 1 and 2 of 25. And now it will be 3 and 4. Nope, 2 and 3. It's 2 and 3 of 25. Lloyd, we won. Won both of our matches, so we now do not play until 11:30 tomorrow morning. Johnny, I am 44 years old, but age really doesn't have anything to do with it. It was the fact that we've been up at 7:30 in the morning and going to bed at 1 or 2 in the morning for what feels like the last 3 weeks. No, there's not two different cloths. They're both the same, but the lighting over the right-hand table, they have kind of a green, I don't know what to call it. I don't know, yeah, a green flag or something that hangs over top of the table, which is kind of throwing more green light onto the right-hand table. Hold on one second here, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a question come across my way. We did not go home between the events. We just kind of stayed down. Took a little bit of a trip down to the Grand Canyon. And Chad, yeah, Ryan's doing much better. Talked to him, I think, yesterday morning. Yeah, they've all got a little bit of a roll to them. They're starting to kind of settle in to the carpet here. So on the right-hand table, Russ Whittle, he is playing for the Machine. Left-hand table, Mark Smith. He is also playing for the Machine. Russ looking good here. And shooting the 4. He might go 1 ball here. Either way, shooter's choice. 1 ball. If he does shoot the 1, we'll take the 1 ball bottom right-hand corner draw up and on top of the 3 ball. If he takes the 4 ball, he'll take the 4 to the top right. Probably go forward off the top rail. And leave himself some angle on the 3 ball down to the bottom right. And then put the 1 ball in the same pocket. Forward 1 rail, angle on the 3. 3 down to the bottom right, off the right side rail. To the left side of the table. 1 and 3 both in the same pocket. There are 212 tables in this event, and if the rolls do get terrible, it's not up to us to re-level them. They have a crew of guys that will end up doing that. So nice little touch draw. And now he's got choice. If I was Russ, I think he'd be playing this into the top left-hand corner. Indeed. So it is a 10-4 win. And this will bring up game 3 and 4. And Mark Smith at the table on the left table, shooting the 3 ball. Going to play that into the top right-hand corner. Just a draw over to kind of bump into that 14 to get himself shape on the 5-ball. Oh, instead tries the breakout. That was kind of dangerous. Going to have to let the cue ball fly a little bit here. Back cut. 5-ball to the top right-hand corner. In which case you might bump into that 4-ball. And if he does end up on the left-hand side of the table, kind of where that 15-ball is, he does have the 6-ball sitting down here on the right-hand rail. And that was Mike Robinson at the table on the right playing for the machine. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, the machine's from Calgary, Alberta, as am I, so I do know all of the names on the machine. Unfortunately, I don't know Hard to Kill. They're from Colorado. And don't know the players on the team. I could give you the players list, but it really doesn't help me because I don't know who would be who on that team. But inevitably, Mike has come up dry. That will bring Hard to Kill to the table. And Mark kind of got on the bad side of that rub on the left-hand table. So he's going to go airtime and try to make the 4-ball down to the bottom right. Hold shape for the 6 into the same pocket. You know what, Sandra? I'm not sure. They don't list it on here. Let me see if I can find them again here. Hard to Kill. Yeah, it just says Colorado, so I'm not sure what city in Colorado. Rapid City, South Dakota checking in. Welcome to it, John. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out. Smash that share button. If you're watching with us on YouTube, you can share that YouTube feed onto your own personal Facebook page. You never know which one of your friends are a closet pool junkie and looking to be entertained. I will do my best. And Mark on the left-hand table does hit that 8-ball first. Gives up ball in hand. With ball in hand, this should be a 10-5 win for Hard to Kill. It is also Hard to Kill up on the right-hand table. And I can't tell if the 10-ball, or is it the 14? It is the 14. If that 14 passes the 1 into that right side pocket, if it does, that should also be a 10-0. And with this shot, this should tell us whether that 10 goes. If he plays to shape it, I would say it definitely goes from there. He did play to shape it. No, look out. Wow. Gets the rub on the 3. 7 comes in and is a virtual beach ball. He is absolutely hooked on everything. You may see him try the 1-rail kick to put the 14 into that right-hand side pocket. Springfield, Illinois. A couple of teams down competing. Are we going to air the Women's Master? Lisa, I'm not sure. We really don't have a lot of say in who comes on to the stream tables. We pretty much take whatever they want to send over to us. If it happens to be ladies, I think we had lots of ladies on last night. I'm not sure if you were tuned in last night, but I'm not really sure. We just kind of take what they give us. So it looks like he's going to kick at the 12 ball down in the bottom right hand corner. Dylan, you're more than welcome. Monica, how is this scored? So this is VNEA rules. So for each of your object balls, whether they are solids or striped, each ball is worth 1 point. And the 8, what a great shot. 8 is then going to be worth 3 points. So the maximum score that a game is worth is 10 points. So hard to kill, just won 10-5. And this will bring games 4 and 5 on. And I think you'll see him actually try to play this bank 13s into the left-hand side pocket and come around 3 rails. 3 rails for the 14 into that right-hand side pocket. It is definitely the 10-point system, Mike. So there are 25 games scheduled. However, if it does become mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch you in the score, the match is then declared over. Oh, just off the horn, and he would have had decent shape on that 14. So with that being said, Mike Robinson now to the table for the machine. And approaching the left-hand table, Lloyd Anderson, also playing with the machine. An interesting little fact about Lloyd Anderson. He plays and breaks with a 25-ounce cue. He is right at the maximum weight allowed. And an absolute hammer of a break. Sounds like a shotgun going off. Mike Robinson at the table on the right. Should be able to make quick work of this here table. Probably looking to take out the 6-ball here. 6-ball into the top left-hand corner. Might do a nice little touch draw with left-hand spin. Just missing that 5-ball for the 7-ball next. But we'll see how he does it. Indeed, for the 7-ball, left-hand side pocket. And depending on his angle here, he may elect to play the 3-ball into the right-hand side first. And Lloyd shooting the 2-ball back across table as the 4-ball next. Although, where that 5-ball is, he might play the 5 first if he's on it. And typically in this level of play, you won't see too many safety plays. Should let Holem use that break cue. Yeah, he would. He might break the cue ball and the head ball. So Mike did elect to play the 3-ball first. So 5-ball down to the bottom left-hand corner, 8 to the top right. More or less a hit. I think he might do the stun follow for a little bit. And Lloyd looking good on the left-hand table. Ooh. Ooh. Mikey used the whole pocket with that 5-ball. And with this 8-ball will be a 10-6 win for the machine. And that will bring up games 5 and 6. So you'll see Hard to Kill coming up to break now on the right-hand table. Ooh, Lloyd with a miss on the left. That gives the advantage back to Hard to Kill, maintaining their lead. And with the layout of that table, again, you got to give advantage to Hard to Kill here. So it should be a 10-5 win on the left here for Hard to Kill. Yeah, nice. Very well done, Sandra. It was funny on one of the streams, I can't remember, I think it was at the SML playoffs in Calgary, and we kind of did a little walk down memory lane, and it seems, like it was almost just yesterday that I started playing pool with SML, and I started when I was 18, and as you had heard earlier, I'm not 18 anymore, I'm now 44, and all of those guys that I used to kind of look up to and go watch the Masters play and those kinds of things has now reversed, and it's kind of a weird feeling. So Hard to Kill on the left-hand table. Does he get there? I don't think so. That's going to leave 10 kind of stranded up table here. He can make it right now with the 9 ball into that top left-hand corner. He'd have to put a stroke on it. 9 ball into that top left-hand corner. A little bit of draw with left-hand spin off the left-hand bottom side rail. And should end up just about where the right lower pocket is. And he put his hole back into that. He just drew that with straight bottoms. He kind of needed to go in there with just a little bit of draw with some less spin. 44 is still a young man. I don't feel like a young man, Deborah. Part of my life work, I was in construction for most of my life, and put in a lot of years as hard labor. So I don't feel like I'm 44. I feel a touch older than that. My body aches like I'm older than that. I'm 118 in pool years. You got it, Barb. Now we're talking. Yes, Terry, sorry for everybody else that is listening. It is not Ben Francis on the mic. It is Grant on the mic. Nice little back cut there. That now strands both the 15 and the 12 at the top of the table, and really no safety shot here. You're going to have to bank this 15 down to or up to the top right-hand corner. Well, yes, and you are correct there. My body feels like I'm actually 118, like Barb suggested. But attitude-wise, yeah, I'm lucky if I'm 18. I'm probably more along the lines of 15 or 16. Nice bank shot. Unfortunately, been struggling with shape throughout the whole thing. So let's see if he can do it again. 11 ball bank down to the bottom left-hand corner now. And if he can hit this with some top right hand, he'll go off that top rail, off the right side rail, all the way back down table for the 12 ball. Too old for park cars and too young for park benches. Absolutely, Sandra. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button. We have the Men's Masters 8-ball team event going on right now. This is the machine taking on Hard to Kill. We're in rack 5 and 6 of a possible 25. Machine trailing 25 to 30. And of course, we are live for the VNEA World Pool Championships. It is the 39th year. Am I fighting a cold? No. I just have my morning voice on this morning. Almost a triple bank finish. Wow. That, and we did get some new headsets. So the mics are extremely sensitive. So I'm kind of in somewhat whisper mode. Not quite. The room is got a few more people in it, being that it is the team event. But no, I'm not fighting a cold. I just have my morning voice on. Yeah, it is a scramble on the left. Nice shot from Lloyd. Drew that with bottom right hand spin. Checked the right side rail. He's now on the 6 ball. Going to have to use the 5 ball to the bottom left as his shape ball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Lloyd had the 5 ball there, he might shoot at that 5 ball right now, but I think the 12 ball is in the way. Although he is fairly straight on this 6 ball. I'm using my sexy come hither voice. Yes, that's the one. I'm going to take it. I will take that compliment. Nice attempt on the right-hand table with the jump shot there. That's going to bring Paul Richens, the legend himself. Paul Richens to the table. And great shot from Lloyd there. Nice controlled bottom draw. Excuse me. And just a floater shot, the cue ball off that left side rail. Back across the table, 8 to the top right. Very well done. And that will be a 10-4 win in favor of the machine. Nicely done. And that will bring game 6 and 7. And once again, guys, don't forget we do have our limited edition Q Sports Live Jam Up shirts. They are available, $55 US, amazing price point. These are not a vinyl transfer. These shirts are sublimated, and they are only available up until the end of broadcast for the VNEA tournament. You can find those on www.jamupapparel.com. When you get there, just take a look under the CSL tab. That's where you're going to find them. And it is Hard to Kill up to break on the left-hand table. Paul Richens for the machine on the right-hand table. Nice little forward right-hand spin on that shot. Sets himself perfect on the 13. So 13 with some draw. Over to the left, 8 ball into the top right-hand corner. And that'll be a 10-7 win for the machine as well. And that will bring games 7 and 8 to the table. Absolutely, Adam. We're all over it here at Q Sports Live. For yourself, anybody else that happens to be a first-time viewer of Q Sports Live, number one, welcome to it. We appreciate you tuning in. If you do want to follow along with us in the future, very, very simple to do. Head on to either the Facebook page or the YouTube channel, hit the like or subscribe button. By doing so, each and every time we go live, you'll be notified. You'll have the option to jump in on the live stream again. Typically, there is more than one commentator. However, myself, Ben Francis, and Stephanie Toy have been kind of holding down the fort. However, they are both in a match right now. Absolutely, you're going to see that this match is kind of flip-flop. And I think you're going to see that throughout. This will be a very, very tight match. So, really entertaining. Oh, great draw shot. And I would assume that this could go right down to the wire, right down to the last 25th game, which is typically what you see in a Masters division. Neither team wanting to give up the chances. And it is hard to kill breaking on the right-hand table. It is also hard to kill shooting on the left-hand table. Wow, great break. Really nice contact. Kind of lost the cue ball a little bit. Typically you want the cue ball in the middle of the table. He is on the end rail, however, does have the one ball. 6 is a little bit tight. So he may elect to shoot the one ball. Oh, but then the 2-7 are also tight. But no real choice here. One ball into the bottom right-hand corner and just punch that with some right-hand spin to go up table and break out that 10-6. Could also leave that and use the 5 ball to do it as well. I kind of don't mind taking it right here, right now. One ball in, bottom right on the cue ball, and just a punch stroke. Take the 10 ball into the 6, push the 6 up the table, kind of over the side pocket. Anywhere in that area would be good. That'll sit him in nicely for either the 5 or the 3. And then it's a matter of developing the table to get to the 7 and the 4. Greg on the left and Tony on the right. Very good. Thank you, Alexander. It is my first look, so if I'm sounding like I'm biased, I am really not. The machine is from Calgary, Alberta, as am I, so very familiar with the players on the machine, but hard to kill being from Colorado. Not really knowing the names. So I do appreciate it, Alexander. Greg on the left and Tony on the right. So Greg looking good. Got to develop that 4. May take the 1 off the 10 here. Very well done. Doesn't like it. He may have to either, if that 5 passes down here in this bottom right-hand corner, he's not sitting too bad. If it doesn't, he may have to play the 5-2 combination. And thank you for the PSA, Brian. And no troubles, Alexander. Typically, people get mad at me if I am biased, but in my heart of hearts, of course, me being from Calgary and the machine being from Calgary, of course, I'm going to root for the machine. And I do sound biased because I do know all of their names, but unfortunately, I don't know those in Colorado. So forgive me if I do sound a little biased. Nice shot there. 3 ball into the side pocket. 6 now passes up into that top right-hand corner. And I think he's looking here. I might take the points first. So I'd take the 3 ball into the left-hand side pocket if I was Tony, draw a touch, take 6 ball into the top right-hand corner. That at least guarantees me 5 points. And then I would come back for what he's looking at. He's looking at the 7 off the 9 to make the 4. And there is the combination. That'll leave him the cut on the 4 ball on the left-hand table. And should put him in nicely with some angle on the 5 ball. So he may elect to put some right-hand spin on this shot on this 4 ball on the left table and go around the 14 2 rails to get shape on the 5 ball. Oh wow, I didn't see what he did there on the right-hand table. I just saw the shot and everything kind of split apart. So obviously it worked well. Back cut on the 7 ball, or he does have the 4 ball into the bottom right-hand corner. It is the back cut. Greg on the left, looking good. 2 rails around, 8-ball left side pocket. Tony also looking good. Greg on the left, if he deposits this 8, would be a 10-1. And that will also bring out the 9th rack. Looking really good here. Nice little touch shot. A little bit of right-hand draw off the side rail. Hits it perfect. Ooh, got a little too much there. No troubles at all, James. Got a little funny. May be running into this 10-ball. The 8 doesn't, I don't think the 8 passes the 13 to the top right. And it's a thin cut on this 4-ball. That's going to put him directly into that 10-ball. Hey Pete, how you doing, sir? Thank you for tuning in. Adelaide, Australia in the house. And just so everybody is aware, I do have both chat lines open on both Facebook as well as YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I will make up a good one. And he's going to try to draw this, so really light touch draw shot to get past that 8-ball. That was going to be the tough shot for sure. Pocket 96 pool hall. Wainwright, Alberta checking in. Thanks for tuning in, Bruce. We appreciate it. So now James on the left, he is for Hard to Kill. Absolutely, Pete. Played in 2 team matches. We won both of those, so now we are done for today, and we play again tomorrow morning at 11:30. So it is Mike Robinson on the left-hand table. He is playing for the Machine. Mark Smith at the table on the right. He is also playing for the Machine. And everything has a home here for Mark. The 9-14 is going to be the hardest part of the table here. Yeah, we won both of our matches, so We don't play again till 11:30 tomorrow morning. Really nice shot. Really well controlled there from Mark. Splits the window between the 14-9 ball for the 14 next. And may do a very, very similar shot here. 14 into bottom left and back and forth across the table for the 10 ball into the right-hand side. May now elect, depending on whether the 4 is in his way, he may elect to take the 9 ball up to the top left-hand corner. Just because of how, well, it depends. He's going to be jacked up, I think, if he tries to take the 10 ball. However, the 15 there is as a savior. So 10 ball, right-hand side, floater up, 15 ball into the top left, and save the 9 ball to shape the 8. Yeah, Ryan's doing much, much better. I talked to him yesterday, and all the meds are working well. He's eating, keeping everything down. Stomach is not cramping. The only thing is with the new meds is it's kind of messing with his sleep pattern. So he's just got to get that corrected out. But other than that, he's doing much, much better. So 2 ways to play for Mark on the right-hand table. You can go forward here, but I kind of think he's going to draw this. Draw the 9 or draw off the 9 with a little bit of bottom right hand. And float across to the right-hand side of the table just below the right side pocket. Oh, he had much less angle than what I thought he did. So just a straight draw for the 8 to the top right. And with that, that will be a 10-6 win for the machine. And that will bring out the 10th game. And I'm going to just make this a touch smaller, just so everything fits in there now, and maybe even a touch smaller than that. Hopefully everybody can still see that. 9 and 10 to 25. And I didn't catch what happened there. It's still got to be the same rack. Okay, good. And just while Mike is making his decisions on what he wants to do, we'll run the viewer advantage number 7 poster again. The draw date on this is wrong. It is going to be drawn tomorrow. We've added a couple of choices. You have the choice of the Jacoby Black, the T3 jump break cue, now a JB case plus a top-up cash, or the SS360 plus a top-up cash. Or, as always, you can kind of take the money and run, 620 in Canadian dollars. If you do want in that to win it, and you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. It is $20 per advantage pack. And that'll get you in it to win it. If you are in the good old US of A and you'd like in, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you with exactly how you can get in to win. Adam on the right, thank you. And this is Adam at the table. He is shooting for hard to kill. And Mike Robinson in kind of a funny position. Wow. So Adam on the right-hand table smashes those balls, but they all go pretty much to the right-hand side of the table. Great shot from Mike Robinson right there. Really, really nice touch. That puts him in on the 9 ball right side, 15 left side, 8 ball top right for a 10-1 win. What's happening, Tim? Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you are just tuning in, help me out, smash that share button. Let's get this thing rocking. I'll tell you what, this match is going back and forth and back and forth. Nobody's running away with it. This is going to be some really, really good pool. Nice controlled shot there. Pretty much a hit and a stick for Mike on the left-hand table. 8-ball top right for a 10-1 win. Indeed. That will bring out rack number 11. So we have 10 and 11 on the go. 10, 11, possible 25 game format. And with rack number 11 coming out, this will switch back to the machine breaking. They'll break for the next 5 racks. Adam on the right-hand table playing for hard to kill. Little bit of an overcut. That's going to bring Lloyd Anderson to the table. Ooh, tough table here. What do you do? He's got the 6-ball cut to the top left, bump the 7 to a position in the top right-hand corner. Does have an option to bank the 3 or cut it into the right side. I don't think he's going to do either one of those. Although I guess if he wanted to be ultra aggressive, he might cross bank this 3-ball to kind of break into that 1, 2, 5, 4 at the other end of the table. But we'll see how aggressive he wants to be. Karen's scores are done by points. So when you break and you make either a solid or a stripe, each one of those is worth 1 point. The 8-ball worth 3 points. So the maximum if you get up and break and run is 10 points. And then your opponent gets a point for each ball that they have that is down as well. And you'll probably see Lloyd. Oh, wow, he was able to draw that. I was going to say, you'll probably see Lloyd kind of float this in because he doesn't want to crash into the 7. He'd just like to push it, but he had enough of that ball, he could draw it. Yeah, it's exactly that, Alexander. Either run out or lose. 9 out of 10 racks are going to be like that. So very seldom, maybe more so on the right-hand table here, you're going to see more of the safety play, I guess, depending on what Lloyd does here. But you'll see a lot more safety play on the right-hand table than you will on the left. Left is wide open spaces, and both of these teams control that cue ball extremely well. And typically, you're not going to see a safety on these type of tables. Yeah, exactly. Well, BCA kind of yes and no, because BCA, when you race in team format, is based on wins. This format is not based on wins, it is all based on points. So with 25 game format, as soon as it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch you, the match is then declared over. So I have to ask Alexander now, who is on the left-hand side? I know you've told me before, but I don't really get to see their faces too much, and I'm terrible with names. You could tell me his name 10 times before this match is out, and I still won't remember. Perfect. Thank you. I like to take advantage of those that know the players' names instead of saying, oh, he's from Hard to Kill. My advantage with the machine is that they are from Calgary, and I know all of the players on the team. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to commentate on the machine and who those players are versus the Hard to Kill team. And also, guys, just want to remind everybody that if your Facebook is acting up and causing any issues, feel free to join us on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has been absolutely flawless. Run like a top. BCA Open National Champ a couple years ago. Very nice. Good to know. He plays at a pretty quick pace. So Lloyd's still working things out on this right-hand table. I know most players probably would have played a safety by now, but like I said, he does not want to let his opponent at the table at all. He'd rather just take it down right here, right now. Ugh. Cuts the ball in, cue ball straight to the heart of the bottom right-hand pocket, takes the long dark tunnel back down to the ball returned. And once again, I can't remember his name either. Maybe Tony? I think I'm right. Maybe. Anyway, it is Craig on the left-hand table. He's playing for Hard to Kill. Nice little draw shot. And this will be a nice little floater shot. One ball into the top left-hand corner. Cue ball off the left side rail, back out a touch to put the 8 down to the bottom right-hand corner. Very nice, nicely done. So on the left-hand table will be a 10-0 win, Hard to Kill over the machine. Making it look easy. That will bring out game number 12. On the right-hand table, I believe it is Tony. Oh, very good. Adam it is. Yeah, David, you can type until your fingers bleed. Still not going to help me, brother. So, rather than being insulting and calling players by their regular name, or by their wrong name, I'm just going to go back to the way it was and say Hard to Kill. So Hard to Kill at table on the right with the 8 ball for a 10-4 win. And that will bring out the 13th game, so halfway through. Yeah, so it is hard to kill. Oh no, that looks like Russ Whittle at the table on the left for the machine. Clobbers the break, makes a ball, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see Russ take the low ball here, given the position of the 14 ball and 6 ball. 5 ball is your more than likely starter. It is the 1 and the 7 at the top end of the table. Yep, exactly correct, Tammy. Have a good practice session, Alexander. And I do appreciate the attempt to teach me their names. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, however. It was worth a valiant effort. All right, so what's Russ going to do here? 2 ball right-hand side pocket, float down, perhaps check that top rail on the left side of the 1, back out for the 7 ball. Checks the rail, back out, and if the 1 goes, he may take the 1 first. If the 1 doesn't go, then it will be the 7 ball. So 7 ball, he's not a fan of it. It's just a floater. Can still float that in. Nope, 1 ball it is. Just like that, 7 ball, same pocket. And just a nice little draw for the 4 and the 3 into the bottom left-hand corner. And that win there would be a 10-1 win for the machine if Russ gets out. Give everyone a CSL name tag. Absolutely, right? What happens in VNEA Canada with a tie match? You play the last round over again. Absolutely, really nice shot from Russ there. He doesn't like it though. I don't see why he doesn't like it. He's got enough angle on that 4 ball. Just a punch stroke and punch off the left side rail, bring the cue ball back to the right side. I don't think he likes the shape on the 3 ball because you have to get really good on that 3 to be able to position the 8 ball properly. So now he's looking at playing the 4 ball off the rail, off the 3. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. That's where things can go wrong. I think, you know, when you kind of have to jack up over a ball, you don't want to complicate things any more than what they have to be already. And that's where things can go wrong. However, that being said, major disclaimer here, trying to get inside the head of a Russ Whittle is almost impossible. He's got absolute amazing skill. Nope, no hockey style shootout with a slap shot. And I completely missed what he did there. So I want to have a look on the replay, given that ours is delayed. Oh, he did play it off the 3. He went 14 off the 3. Wow. They shouldn't get a point. Russ spotted theirs on the break, absolutely. However, that is the rule. They do, in fact, get a point. And I really like what Russ did there. He just kind of punched the ball in, kind of take what the table gave him. He'll take the harder cut on the 8 ball rather than trying to make magic happen. And indeed, 10-6 win. The machine bringing it back at him. sorry, that's a 10-1 win. 10-1 win, and back and forth we go. Machine have the lead, then Hard to Kill have the lead, then the Machine have the lead, then Hard to Kill has the lead. It is back and forth action, guys. So we'll give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors at Q Sports Live. It is Bob Danielson Custom Cues. It is the home of the SS360 shaft. You'll see myself, Ben, Francis, and Ryan Epp all playing with those. Amazing, amazing hitting shaft. I am also playing with the Jacoby Black. I play with the Jacoby Black on the 7-foots and the SS360 on the 9s. Masters, yep, indeed. It absolutely. I've seen many master matches that come right down to the 25th game. There are times it comes right down to the 8th ball. Whoever makes the 8 wins. So Mike Robinson at the table, crushing that break. Mark Smith with the miss on the right-hand table. That's going to bring Hard to Kill up to the table. Shooting low ball, 8 is kind of being a blocker for that top left-hand corner pocket for the 2 and the 3. Once he moves that 4 ball out of the way, and maybe it even goes now, 2, 3, 4, I'll go into the right-hand corner. And once again, guys, if your Facebook is acting up and kicking you out, it's kicked me out a couple of times already. If it does become overly frustrating, feel free to join us on the YouTube channel. It is running absolute flawless. It's also a much better and much clearer picture on YouTube. And that is simply due to the upload capacity that YouTube has. Nice little bump there from Mike. This will put him on to the 11 ball bottom left hand corner, and he can play it really 2 ways. He can try to shape the 9 to the, shape the 9 to the right hand side pocket, and if he can get there, it's automatic shape on the 14 to the left side of the table. From there, puts him on either the 10 or the 15 into the top left. And I believe that's the 12 ball. Sitting behind the 5, it will pass in either the right or the left side pocket. Yeah, it seems like nobody on YouTube is asking any questions. I think they're just kind of sitting back, relaxing, and watching some good pool. Yeah, I've seen that happen many times, Terry. Those matches are a ton of fun. So Mike Robinson looking good here. Full control of the table on the left. However, it is Hard to Kill on the right. Put a little bit too much right hand spin on that ball. On the right hand. When it came and bumped into whatever the ball that was that he hit, I think that was what killed that cue ball, was that spin. It is a little bit harder to react there indeed. And if you are joining us on YouTube, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask away. Oh, we saw our first safety. However, I don't think he quite got there. This is Mark Smith at the table. he has two choices. He can cut the 13 or back cut the 13 to the bottom left-hand corner, leaving the 9 ball. The other option is jumping the 9 to the right side, or he may take on the side bank on the 11. A couple of different options for him depending on which one he feels like shooting, but I kind of feel like if he's going to shoot the 13, the 11 is a little bit better of an option. They're both equally tough shots. But the 11 then would be at least out of the way, although maybe he's thinking if he leaves the 11, then hard to kill has to break out that 5 ball. And thank you for sharing, Deborah. Much appreciated. It's just a 25 game format, so as soon as it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch up to you, that would mean the match is over regardless of, typically you'll see in the Masters it'll end in 21 to 25 games, depending on how tight the score is. I have seen matches end as early as the 17th or 18th game. But it really does depend. This is why I really like the VNEA system. It's based on points. So every game matters, every ball matters. And hello, John. How are you? 13 gives the 9 as a break. Oh, look out, Mike. Might have overdrew that just a touch. He is on that 12 ball. It will pass the 4 ball down to the bottom right hand corner, but he did overdraw that a little bit. He is out of shape here for sure, and he's going to be jacked up shooting this 12 ball. Joyce, who is on Team Machine? You've got Mike Robinson at the table on the left hand side, Mark Smith at the table on the right. The other 3 or 4 members: Russ Whittle, Paul Richens, Lloyd Anderson, and of course Gary Kirkland. So Smitty at the table, as he's known, which is Mark Smith, right hand table, playing for the Machine. So we'll see how much of a stroke he puts on this 13 ball. Wants to go over and back across the table. Oh, he was able to draw that. Wow, nice shot. And unfortunately, Mike Robinson on the left-hand table didn't quite get there with that shot, so that'll bring hard to kill to the table. Everything wide open. Fairly routine out here. Cyber stalking 101. And what James just did there was put up the link to CompuSport that is on the Facebook feed. So if you do want to follow along with your favorite team, your favorite player, you'll be able to look them up on CompuSport. You can kind of follow them as they progress throughout the tournament. And if you do find them in the bracket on your computer, it won't work on your phones, on your computer. If you click on the team, as James has mentioned, it will give you all of the player names and where that team is from. So hard to kill, looking good. Left-hand table. Mark Smith looking really good on the right-hand table. It will be a 10-3 win for the Machine. And I'm just going to wait now. I'll do it now because then I don't want to forget. It is 13 and 14th game on the left-hand table. Hard to kill at the table, making the 8. And that would be a 10-6 for hard to kill. And you're going to see these scores flip-flop, and they're 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 points apart, and then they come right back together again. And well, they're both racking. Once again, I'm going to throw this up a lot throughout this match. It is the viewer advantage number 7. The draw date is wrong on this. I will get that changed out ASAP on the next shutdown. But it is the winner's choice. $20 if you want in it to win it. The winner will get the choice of the Jacoby Black shaft ordered to the pin style of your choosing, the T3 jump brake cue ordered to the color of your choosing, or you can go on order a custom JB case plus a cash top-up, or the SS360 shaft that we've mentioned plus a cash top-up there as well, or you can take the money and run. qsportslive@gmail.com is how you get it done in Canada. If you're outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know how you can get in to win. Yes, I do sound biased, Terry. It is because the machine is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, which happens to be where I am from. Ergo, I know all of the players on Team Machine. However, I do not know the players from Hard to Kill. So I apologize if I do sound biased. I'm not intending to. It's simply the fact that indeed I am rooting for the machine and I know all the players. However, I do not know the players on Hard to Kill. So that was Lloyd Anderson on the right-hand side, breaking for the machine. It is Hard to Kill on the right. Now I think we're on games 14 and 15 here as well. Perfect. Thank you, Deborah. No, there is no end score. You are correct. You're looking to put your opponents away to the point where they do not mathematically have a chance to catch you in the match. Once you've achieved that, the match would then be declared over. Yes, you are correct. Should be games 15, 16. So left-hand table is Lloyd Anderson. Right-hand table, the legend himself, Paul Richens. He helped me do some commentary yesterday, and one of the viewers had mentioned that she feels that Paul is a legend, and therefore I have now adopted it. And indeed, Paul Richens, a very long time player out of Calgary. No troubles at all, James. I got your back, brother. You had mine throughout this technical issue, so I've got your back here. Nice shot there from Paul. I believe that's the 5 and the 7 ball there on the right, so he'll put both of those into the bottom right-hand corner. Depending, I guess, on the angle that he has here on the 5. If he doesn't like it, he'll take the 7 first. And he can either push forward into the 10 ball for the 5 into the middle, or leave the 7 till last, and that is what he chose to do. 3 ball into that top right. Got himself in a little bit of a tricky spot here. Can't quite tell if he makes this 3 ball into that top right-hand corner. Can he brush by this 13 ball? Hey, thanks, Greg. We appreciate it. As we've said many, many times, we couldn't do what we do without all of you guys tuning in. I think we've got some of the best viewers that you can get. So we owe a lot to our viewers. Without you guys tuning in, sharing the stream, commenting, would never be as much fun as what it is with that happening. So we certainly appreciate it. Nice little shot from Paul there. Tries to use some shaky English with his cue. And Lloyd with some right-hand spin. Takes the whole pocket, but does pocket the ball. I believe he is on the 9 ball. But does he have the angle to get in and push the 3 out of the way so that the 15 goes? Or does he need to? I can't quite tell with the angles. This is part of the problem with what it is that we do here. Trying to figure out the angles sometimes is a little bit difficult. So let's see if perhaps I can give you a quick little different view here of what Lloyd's shooting at. Maybe he'll draw to the 8, or is he going to push in for the 3? Pushes in, pushes the 3 out of the way. Does get a little bit funny on that though. You can see it's a little bit off angle. I can't tell if there's any distance in between. So let's go back and have a look here. That doesn't show it. Robert, I do not. So I've said this a few times. Please don't think that I'm being biased as much as I am rooting for the machine. They are from Calgary. I am from Calgary. 2, 4, 6, 10, a win. That would be 106. But no, unfortunately, I do not know any of the players' names on Hard to Kill. I only know all of the players on the machine team because obviously they're from my hometown and I know all of them. So please don't mistake it as me being biased. As much as I'm rooting for the machine to win here, at the end of the day, I just want to see good pool, and you'll see that in my commentary. Wow, how'd the 15 not drop there? Absolutely unbelievable. And that 15 I don't think is even going to come into play. I think the 3 will pass behind the 8 ball to the top right-hand corner. And if he gets bottom side angle on that 3, that sets him in on the 2. So it really shouldn't come into play for Hard to Kill here. Yeah, absolutely. And Robert, again, don't take it personal that I don't know their names. There was another viewer, Alexander, was on telling me who was at the table, and I tried to do it, and then I was calling people by the wrong name. And so rather than me calling them by the wrong name, I'm just going to use the Hard to Kill. I could, and I've got the same information actually on CompuSport where I can click on the names, but without knowing what name goes to each individual, it really wouldn't help just to have a list of names, because I don't know which name is associated to which guy, and I don't get to see enough of them on the stream for me to remember which name goes with which guy. So Greg is shooting. Now, is he on the left or the right? Because now both, you know what, I've tried that. I'm just going to scrap it. I've tried it. And I was calling people the wrong names, and then people were getting offended by that, so I'm staying with hard to kill. If I don't know the team, I'm just going to call them by the team name, because I have tried it, and I hope people don't take offense to that. My mind just doesn't work that way. It does not remember people's names, and I don't mean to be offensive at all. Yeah, just hard to kill. That's how I'm going to work it, which is both players at the table right now. They are both from hard to kill, trailing by 12 points. Very, very quickly made up when you're playing at this level. Each game is worth a maximum of 10 points. For each high ball or low ball that you choose, each one of those is worth 1 point, the 8 being worth 3. So a little bit of a two-way shot from hard to kill there. Takes. He was trying to make that 3 ball, and by doing so, would have put himself in good position here on the 2 ball, but does play the two-way option to leave the cue ball behind the 8 ball, leaving Lloyd with a jump shot. Yeah, and Robert, I've tried that. Alexander tried that, and again, I was calling people by the wrong names, because it's a lot for me as a single commentary guy, doing this by myself on this run, to watch both tables, keep track of the score, plus watch the comments on YouTube, plus watch the comments on Facebook, try to respond to everybody, and then try to learn 5 guys' names, is just not gonna happen. So I'm just going to elect to stay with the hard to kill. And Lloyd, look out, 8 ball. Slow it up. At least let the opponent have to run it out. So it is ball in hand. He did hit the 8 ball first. So hard to kill will pick it up. Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate it. It is... It is a task trying to do a team event, especially at the Masters caliber. They play pretty quick, so the games go by pretty quick, and so do the scores. And trying to keep track of all of the scores on 2 different tables, which games are coming up, which games are going, the comments on YouTube, comments on Facebook. Yeah, trying to learn people's names is not going to be happening for me. Yeah, you're 100% correct there, David. You know it, James. And I do feel like an old dog, so that was a 10-6 win for hard to kill. Bring up game number 18, 17 being played on the right, 18 coming in on the left. I don't know how Barry's team is doing, other than to say that they are playing in a match right now. My name is John. Good one, Jack. And thank you, Shirley. I appreciate it. And Deborah, Warner, appreciate everybody understanding where it is I'm trying to come from. And I'm trying to give you decent commentary at the same time. So hard to kill on the right with a 10-1 win. Very nice. Tight little match. This is going to bring out games number 19. So we are getting down to it. With 25 games scheduled, game 19 coming out, difference in points 1. It has been a complete back and forth match. No troubles at all. Surely, I get it. Yeah, no troubles at all, Denise. Yeah, Ryan's doing really well. Talked to him yesterday morning. Stomach issues are now hopefully a thing of the past. Indeed. That's why I said, okay, Jack. Johnny, no. So if you make the 8 ball on the break, it is the breaker's choice to either spot it and continue shooting or re-rack it and he breaks again. And Sandra, you're 100% on point. 1 point per ball, 3 points for the 8, so a maximum score win of 10 points per game. Although you would kind of figure by the way these guys are hammering these breaks that they are trying to make that 8 ball, but that is not the case. They're hammering those breaks as hard as what they can in order to try and guarantee that they make a ball. Also in VNEA rules, when you do make a ball off the break, it is still an open table. You are allowed to use the 8 ball in a combination. Unlike BCA, BCA is very, very similar rules. BCA, if you scratch on the break, it is ball in hand anywhere on the table, whereas here in VNEA, it is out of the kitchen, so it does make the game a little bit more challenging. But the 8 off the break definitely does give you a choice. The run and scratch on the 8 would be a 10-7. And Tony, not sure how Ben's team is doing other than to say that they are playing in a match right now. Oh, there we go. James Hornby, Barry's team just won. Yes, so it would be a score of 10-7. Actually, we can call that a 7-10 if we were to do it properly. So your opponent would have a win score of 10. You would have a losing score of 7 if you were to scratch on the 8 on a runout. Even though your opponent hasn't made a ball, the maximum is rewarded. So we have on the left-hand table, it is hard to kill. On the right-hand table, it is the machine. Opposing players at each table, 1 score different, or 1 point in the score difference. And we are at racks 18 and 19 out of a possible 25. Really nice shot from Mike Robinson right there on the right-hand table.
Really? Wow, good job. Wow, that's crazy.
So you'll see Mike Robinson put the 3 ball in to the top left-hand corner. Nice little draw for the 7 to the right, and hopefully with the right angle to split between the 11-10 and land in between the 1 and 5. I don't even know how Broken English is doing. That is my wife's team, and I know that they are also in a match right now. But I'm not sure as to whether they're winning or not. So kind of got funny on this 7 ball. So may have to change his plan of attack here.
Shoot right away, right?
Absolutely. CompuSport is the way you can do it. Follow along on CompuSport. You can stock your favorite player, your favorite team, watch how they progress naturally throughout the tournament, how they finish. It will also give you all of the players' names on. Give you all of the players' names on each team. And on the left-hand table, Hard to Kill looking good. So 2 options to play: floater 14 into this bottom left-hand corner, 8 to the right-hand side pocket, or you can play it with a little more pace with some right-hand spin. Check that left-hand side rail for the 8 to the bottom left. Something like this. So underhit just a touch. Shouldn't pose as any problem though. So if he can make this 8 ball, this would be a 10-0 in favor of Hard to Kill. Thank you, Mike. And indeed it is. And this will bring out rack number 20 down to the last 5. This has been a really, really good match, really tight. Anytime or every time so far that somebody wants to try and run away with the match, the other team comes back and makes it close again. So Mike trying to work out what it is that he wants to do here. He is looking at the cut on the 2-ball left side pocket down to the bottom rail, potentially with some left spin on the cue ball. He may also play this 2 off the 12 into the side pocket. That is also an option, and depending on the angle, he may choose to play that or not. If he does play that 2 into that left-hand side pocket, he's gonna kind of lose the cue ball a little bit. Because I don't think with that kind of a cut that you can float that 2-ball. You're going to have to put some pace on it. And I'll tell you what, Hard to Kill is smelling the blood in the water. You can see it in their eyes, especially with the player here that just broke on the left-hand table. As soon as he was making a ball, marched on over to his team area to grab his playing cue. So Mike Robinson really studying this. He wants to make sure he makes the correct decision. At this point and at this skill level, it's really not about shot execution. It's about making the right decision. And what that is right now is up to Mike. I see 2 different options. One is to play the 2-ball off the 12 into the side. The other, of course, is to just straight cut the 2-ball into the side. You're going to lose the cue ball a little bit, but the natural angle of cutting that 2-ball in kind of puts you towards that 1-5. Absolutely. Very, very good match here. So he is looking at the option of perhaps cutting this 5-ball all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner. And again, in either case, whether you're shooting the 5-ball or the 2-ball, you're going to lose the cue ball. Oh, he's going to bank. He's going to try to shoot the window? Is there really a window? Oh, he kicks at the 2. Kicks at the 2 and puts it in the heart. Wow, what a shot. That's why I sit on this side of the camera, because I didn't even see that. That would never have been a shot that I played. Not ever. So I don't know if he's got the one ball cut. The cut on the one ball. He might have to play off the 5, off the rail. One ball. I think the 12 ball is in the way for the cut. Unless he's going to try just a straight bank on the 5. Back bank, 5 ball into the left hand side pocket. He is going to try it. Look at this shot. Look at that shot. Wow. One ball, top right hand corner, use the 11, hopefully as a stopper. I can't quite tell the angle there, but holy Hannah, what a rack. You could also draw to the window. Put the one ball into the top right hand corner, draw to the left hand side of the table, and shoot the window between 13-10 for the 8 into the right hand side pocket. That's exactly what he's looking at. Wow, if he gets this rack, if he gets out here, what an effort. I'll tell you what, these guys don't want to mess around. Some of the absolute best pool that you're going to see is these next few days. It's absolutely awesome. Right? Who does that? Who plays that kick shot on the 2? I've been commentating now for a long time, or what feels like a long time, and that was never a shot that I saw. And he did hit the window. He's perfect between the 13 and 12. 8 ball into the right-hand side. Wow. For a 10-0 win in favor of the machine there. And this is what I'm saying. As soon as you think that somebody's pulling away with it, the other team comes back. What an amazing match. We're going to racks 21. Now that's an out. That's probably one of my all-time favorite outs that I've seen so far. Right, Justin? Who does that? Who does that? I'll tell you who does that. Mike Robinson does that. What an out. However, we're looking again here on the left-hand table. Hard to kill. Looking for a 10-2 win here. 3 ball into the bottom left-hand corner. Maybe using the 8 ball as a stopper here. No need. Was able to miss that 8 ball. Puts himself good on the 4 ball. So with the 4 ball into the bottom left-hand corner, you'll probably see him shoot this with some left-hand spin on the cue ball. And use the bottom rail and the right side rail and go 2 rails around for the 8 ball into the same pocket. Absolutely, Shirley. I would 100% agree with you. If Mike didn't get out there, I think hard to kill wins. Paul Richens on the right-hand table with the break for the machine. Uh-oh. He's got to slow down that cue ball. Very well done. A 10-2 win for Hard to Kill. YouTube. Why isn't my chat working? Oh, wow. Okay. There were people commenting all along on YouTube. I just got the chat up. And that is 10-2, 125. What a tight match. Sorry, guys, on YouTube. Didn't realize everybody was commenting. Wow. What a match. We now have rack 21 and 22 being played. Guy on YouTube wants to know what kind of shaft Mike is using. I'm not sure what he's playing with, to be honest, but I will find out. Maybe Mark Mapatak will run over and ask what kind of cue and shaft Mike's playing with. Oh. Predator butt with a Revo. I think his is a wood shaft. Mike Robinson. Yeah, absolutely, James. Amazing pool. Sorry, guys. On YouTube, I didn't realize that all of the comments were going on, so I apologize. My bad. I wasn't ignoring you, I promise. I do have the chats up now. Looks like a Q-Tech, Johnny says. I will find out for you. I'll let you know. So it is Paul Richens on the right-hand table. It is Hard to Kill on the left-hand table. What a match. So Paul Richens doesn't want to hit that 3-ball. used a little bit of body English to hold that cue ball from connecting with that 3-ball. And looking really good here. Really good, in control of the table. Awesome pool. Finished second in my local tournament tonight. Can't get enough. Absolutely. So Paul Richens on the right-hand table. He is playing for the machine and definitely needs to get out here. 2-4-5. That would be a 10-2 win for the machine. Needs to slow up a little bit. He's still okay. 5 to the right-hand side. He'll have to float down to the top-end rail and bring it back a little bit for the 7-ball into the left side pocket. I'm guessing Adam isn't feeling, or Adam is feeling better than 2 days ago. I'm not sure. Made $160 tonight. That a boy, Scott. Way to go. Absolutely. If Facebook is booting you off still, it just did it to me a couple of times. If Facebook is still kicking you off, feel free to come over and join us on YouTube. I now do have the YouTube chat up. I thought I did before, however, this is why I was thinking that why isn't anybody commenting here on YouTube? But I do have it up now. A kinder, gentler Batman. All right, both players, both tables playing for the machine. It is Russ Whittle on the left, Paul Richens on the right. Trailing hard to kill 134-125. It is games 21-22 out of a possible 25. It is a, look at that. Oh no! Paul Richens brings the bank shot and scratches into the side pocket. Complete and total advantage now with hard to kill. He's got ball in hand. He's got 13 ball, 11 ball, 10 ball tied up on the right-hand side rail. Concentration, I would say, Shirley. I kind of do the same thing. And it's just kind of one of those little twitches that most master players, I won't say all, but most kind of wiggle their fingers, and it's more of a rhythm that gets you in. It's kind of one of those things that you do to get your mind right, get your set right, make sure your line is correct, and then when you settle into that, you'll see their fingers stop twitch, and then they'll stroke and put it in. So now it is hard to kill at the table. He may elect to play it safe here. Touch into the 11 ball, cue ball off the rail, and just touch in behind that 10. I think Paul's got it. I don't think he got there. I think Paul's got it. Again, I set up a match between Mike and Jason Shaw. I don't know that Mike would take that. Absolutely, wow. Another turn. 10-3 for the machine. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I would not have ever bet money that he would have missed that safety. It was a simple tap in behind. And Russ Whittle rearranging the furniture a little bit, gets a little bit unlucky. Well, I don't know what Russ can do here. Maybe thin the 15 into the top left, right-hand spin on the cue ball off the side rail. It's a hit and a hope. That could definitely haunt them, but Russ is in a little bit tough here. Shooting the 15 ball. Thin cut. Left-hand side pocket, right-hand spin on the cue ball off the end rail. And it's more or less a hit and hope. Oh, Shirley. Oh, I absolutely will. Oh. Bank the 15. It is a big pocket to bank that 15 ball, but what do you do with the 13 after that, right? You got to try and develop that table. That's why Russ hasn't shot this yet. He's kind of debating, what do I want to do? Bank this 15 ball or play the cut and hit and hope. Either way, it's going to be a hit and a hope. So dirty? I'm not sure what you mean there, Justin. So Mark Smith, Team Machine, right-hand table, breaks, makes a ball, We are watching Russ Whittle and what he wants to. I think he's thinning. Oh, he did bank it.
All right.
Banks it in the heart with shape on the 13. But again, a little bit of luck on Russ's part there. That was more or less a hit and a hope. Wow. This is going to be a 10-2 win for the machine. Still not out of the woodwork yet, though. Hard to Kill knows how to run the racks as well. Absolutely insane. He does kind of make his own luck. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah, this match is absolutely absolutely unbelievable, and I don't know which player it was on Hard to Kill that missed that safety, but if indeed the machine does come up to win this match, that's going to haunt him for a little bit. However, I'm still not going to count out Hard to Kill. I mean, obviously, they're neck and neck here with the machine. And it is Hard to Kill breaking up on the left-hand table. It is Mark Smith for machine on the right-hand table. We are 145, 139 in favor of the machine over Hard to Kill. We are watching Men's Masters 8-ball teams. This is the 39th annual VNEA World Championships here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And these guys are putting on an absolute show. This is how good pool gets played. Absolutely phenomenal. Sorry guys, I just had to let Daryl Stevens know he was number one. Oh, so I'm not sure what Mark Smith is shooting at here. I don't know whether he's high ball or low ball. But it is Hard to Kill at the table on the left. A fairly decent looking table. He's in on the 5-ball. 4-ball may pass the 6 to the left-hand side pocket. Would have preferred to move that 6-ball. That puts both the 4 and the 7 in either left or right-hand pocket. Well, there is the game on the left is the 24th game. There's one more after. That would be 20 available points. The machine is leading by 6. So the machine is going to need I can't even do the math. Why can't I even do the math? It's because it's late. I'm concentrating on 2 different tables, 2 different stream comments, and I can't do the math. There's 2 games left at 20 points. Machine is leading by 6. So the machine needs 5 balls. Viewer advantage draw will depend what time. It'll depend on how we do playing tomorrow. I haven't looked to see what our playing schedule is like. Nice shot on the left-hand table. I think that was Greg. And he is just marching around this table. He's not going to give up a shot for nothing. 6 ball left hand side pocket, 7 top right, 2 ball bottom right, 8 bottom left, and call it done. And that would be a 10-0 win. And Mark Smith with a nice little shave in. Gets the bump on the 3, and then the cue ball somewhat rolls back again. But there is separation there. He's got separation on that 3, back cut 3 ball, top left hand corner. Nice draw with right hand spin to get in. Might have to tag that 8 ball out of the way. Greg is in beast mode, absolutely. Adrenaline stroke. Should be okay here. 2 ball cuts. Bottom right, missed the 12. 2 rails behind, missed the 8. It is coming right down to the wire. Hard to kill with a chance to take the lead. He's putting bottom left. Maybe he's trying to kill off the 12? Oh, hits it perfect. Hits it perfect. In right away. 8 ball bottom left for the win. 149 to 145. Now a 4-point difference. We are going to go 24-25 game coming out. It is Mark's, Mark, I believe, played a safety there. It is hard to kill at the table right now. Unbelievable. What a match. Here we go. He's going to make some decisions. I'm going to throw the viewer advantage up. Viewer advantage number 7 is available for those that want in it to win it. Winner will get the choice of the Jacoby Black, the T3 jump brake cue, the JB case plus cash top up, the SS360 with a cash top up, or you can take the money and run $620 in cash. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will get back to you with how you can get in it to win it. That draw will be done tomorrow evening. I know the date on the poster is wrong. That I will change out on the next break. And we will do that draw live tomorrow evening. Hard to kill at the table. 8 ball hampered by the 7 ball from Mark. Only 4 points separate these two. Final 2 games, 24th game on the right, 25th game on the left. If Hard to Kill gets out here, it would be a 10-5 win, putting the separation at 9 points, and it's going to come down to the final game. No matter what, it's coming down to the absolute last game. Guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button, These guys have been playing amazing, amazing pool. Very well done. Leaves himself angled on this 12 ball. Kind of has to hit and hope here. You don't want to connect with the 7. On this shot, you want that 12 ball left-hand side pocket. Right-hand spin on the cue ball off the end rail, and you want to connect with the 8 ball. The 7 ball can lead to nasty things happening. You want to connect with that 8 ball. Just like that, sends the 8 ball out. This will be a 10-5 win. It's not the points that they're racing to. As soon as it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch, that's when the match is over. That's not going to happen here. It is 10-5 win. Wow. 150, 159. So the machine on the left, it is Lloyd Anderson up at the table ready to break. Must break and run. Must sink a ball on the break, and only one. If he sinks a ball, one solid, one stripe, the match is over. Hard to kill wins. Clobbers the break. I can't tell if he made a ball. 2, 4, 6. He has made a high ball. Lloyd Anderson needs to run out the high ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 low balls on the table. Lloyd Anderson must run all of the high balls in order to win. The size of the case is a 3x4 JB case. And yes, Kevin, it could act as a credit with JB cases. And believe me, Lloyd Anderson has been in this position many, 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 many times. So if he takes low ball, can you double check my scores? Can you go see if it's 150, 159? This is it. Just hold on a sec here, guys. Sorry, I'm going to get Sean to just run over, check and see what the score is, just to make sure, because if Lloyd takes low ball and makes all the low ball, he could force the tie. And my score is correct, 150, 159. If Lloyd takes low ball, he'll force the tie and they'll play the 5th round over again. If he takes high ball, he's going for the win. And I think he's considering the low ball because of how that 9-13 is sitting at the end. He's going to go for the tie. He's going to try to force the round over again. Yeah, absolutely. Single table view for sure. Sorry about that. I was falling asleep at the wheel. Yes, high ball meaning stripe, sorry. Lloyd's going to try to force the overtime, force it into a tie-break round. Forces the 2 ball up. 1 ball is going to be the trouble ball on the table. The 8's not in the best position either. He's going to have to get dead straight, so the 7 ball needs to be the last ball. You need a drink, but if you won't leave to make you one. Very nice. I need a drink. Are you kidding me? guys are welcome. Thanks for all the compliments on the commentary. Oh, wow. 4-ball it is. Gotta be sure of the shot here, though. And strokes that into the heart. Two-ball back cut, right-hand pocket, right-hand side pocket, float down, one to the top left. 6 and 7 both to the bottom right, 7 being the last ball, so we can get straight onto the 8-ball, 8-ball top right-hand corner, and we go to the tie. Making sure of his angle. And good night on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Absolute perfect shot. What a decision on Lloyd's part to send his team, instead of going for the run out on the high ball because of where the 9 and 13 are, decides no, low ball is an easier run out, and we'd have to repeat the last round. What a decision to make. And knowing full well you have to run that out. If you miss anything, the match goes to hard to kill. That blowing safe gets a mulligan for sure. Little off angle on the 6. Wanted to be a straight in. Actually wanted to be the left side of center on that 6-ball. What a match. Could you imagine the pressure? What do? Do you take the 7 first, being an easier shot, and try to float now to the left of center for the 6 to the top right? That's exactly what he's looking at. Anywhere to the left side of center. Oh no, he comes up super short. Super short. Now he's got to go the 6-ball, back cut top right, cue ball off the top left rail. Oh, he's going to draw too? I don't know if he can. He proved me wrong before. I can't tell how much that 8-ball is down to the bottom side past that side pocket. He's got to come underneath. Right corner with a ton of bottom left. Stands up, checks his angle again, wants to be 100% sure. And the hardest part about this shot is not the back cut, it's not the bottom, it's not the left-hand spin required, it's the fact he is staring his teammates in the face while executing this shot. Into the heart, how's the weight? little bit short on the weight. Decision time. Absolute decision time. He can cut this 8-ball into that top right-hand corner, or come across the face, cross-bank this into the left side. I don't mind the back cut into the left hand side bank. Typically, when you try to shoot that 8 past those side pockets, those horns tend to jump out. Lloyd Anderson at the table. The match on the line. 8-ball for the win to force overtime. In the heart. Oh, look at. Oh my God, he had to tease us with the cue ball. Wow. What a match. It is now tied, guys. 159. We are going to overtime. What a match. Wow. Unbelievable. I tend to think these guys might go take a break here, guys. I'm going to leave the stream up. I know I need to go check the weather without a doubt before these guys get started here again. But wow, what a match. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to leave the stream running. I'll be back. Wow, that's all I can say. We're going to play the 5th round all over again. I'll be right back here, guys. I'm going to leave the volume on just a little bit. Yes, 160. No, 159. Nope, 160. Wow, what a match. All right, guys, I'll be back in a quick 5 minutes.
Russ. Come on, buddy. Fuck him up.
All right, guys, I'm back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Whew. That was the quickest weather check I think I've ever done. But wow, what a match. What an unbelievable match. So we have both teams, both players at the table are from Hard to Kill. Left-hand table, shooting the low ball. Only trouble ball there is the 2 ball, but it does go to the right side. On the right-hand table, looking really, really good. 2-6 combination. Wow. Is it alternate break? It goes in the same order as what it was on the score sheet. And Scott Owens, first, last, final warning, please, no comments like that. I'm going to delete that comment. Oh, they did flip a coin, you are correct. They did flip for the break. They redid the lineup. I believe the lineup has to stay the same, however. But you flip for who's home and away. So if you are just joining us, guys, this match has gone into overtime. They must replay the match. It has been an absolute thriller of a match. These guys are playing their lights out. I wish I could use more expressive words, but I can't because we are still a PG-13 stream. But what a match. You and me both, Mark. I need a drink too. We could reset the score, I guess. I kind of like leaving it up here though. So the maximum point now is at 210 if both teams run out, or if one team runs all of them. So miss on the left, a potential run out on the right. Hard to Kill with a 10-1 win on the right, potentially. 10-1 win. That makes it 170 to 161. And that was the 26-27, so now it would be the 27-28 game. Only 5 games, Terry. So they replay the last round. The order stays the same, but flip for who is home and away. Russ Whittle makes a ball on the break. And missed a near straight opener. Nerves are high, absolutely. So Russ Whittle at the table right now. He is shooting high ball. we may see a safe play here from Russ. Well, he's got a couple options. He can send the 15 down there to make the 4-ball. He can use the 11 to make the 4-ball. Either which way, he wants to make sure that the 4-ball gets out of the way, and then he plugs the hole with either the 15 or the 11 to take away the pocket for the 6-ball. It looks like he is going to use the 11-ball. He doesn't like either one of them. If it was me at the table, I'm going to shoot the 15. I'm going to run the 15 down the rail, take out the 4-ball. It's much easier to control, even though I have to go back and forth across the table. So long as I leave my cue ball to the left side of the 14 ball, so you've got a full diamond on the left that you can play to. I won't say that much, Kathy. I think both games have their merit. Both game has their different required skill sets. You don't lose the cue ball by playing the 15. You just send the cue ball back and forth across the table. Russ is more than capable of that. Scratch on the break on the right table. That brings Mark Smith to the table. He's playing with the machine. He does have ball in hand, however, with VNEA rules, just like this, just like that, full diamond on the left side, it's perfect. With Valley rules, a scratch on the break is not ball in hand anywhere. It must be in the kitchen, so behind the headstone. Great shot by Russ Whittle there. So that brings Hard to Kill to the table. He is hooked. And the 8-ball is kind of sort of in the way from making the one rail. He wants to, ideally he'd like to hit where the side pocket is. That's not an option. So he may have to play roundabout where the first diamond down from the side pocket with right hand check in order to hit that 6-ball. The other option is to go deeper than that, go 2 rails, and just punch the 6 off that left side rail and leave it hampering in behind that 12-15 ball. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button. This has been an absolute amazing, amazing match. These guys have completed the first 25 games. It was a tie ball game. It is now into overtime, so they're playing the 5th round over again. They did flip for the break. I'm not sure who won the break. Do I have pros come to town looking to play me? I don't know if that was meant for me or not. Yeah, absolutely. Compress the rail can change the kick angle. However, compressing the rail from that distance to try to compress the rail that much, I don't know if he's going to get there. I think you have to put some right-hand check siding in order to get there. Too much right-hand spin. That will be ball in hand for Russ Whittle. I think you're right, because it was Hard to Kill that broke on the right-hand table this rack, which would mean that that would be the 3rd game, which would put them with the 3 breaks compared to the machine getting only 2. So both players at the table with the machine. Russ Whittle on the left, Mark Smith on the right. The 14 ball is what's causing the issue for Mark here. He can get there off the 10 ball into the right side pocket. So 11 ball top left, 12 ball down to the bottom right, roll up. Roll up hopefully with the 15 ball next. And then use the 10 to roll underneath. And play the 10 to the left-hand side pocket, or depending on the angle, he can roll underneath the 14 for the 14 into the bottom right. No, still not an easy out for Russ at all here. It's always alternating, so when you play the full 25 matches, the home team will break first for the first 5 games. Second team, or the visiting team, will break for the 6 to 10. And great shot there from Russ. Gets the 6 out of the way from here. You gotta favor Russ Whittle to win this game. So it is the home team that breaks round 1, visitor breaks round 2, back to the home team round 3, back to the away team round 4, and then in the 5th and final frame, the home team breaks 3 times, the visitor breaks 2 as an alternate. Oh, that was very, 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 very what you said, Nicola. But Russ Whittle knows how to develop a table. He is arguably one of the best bar box players in all of Western Canada. Great shot from Marks. Wow, great shot from Smitty there. However, he bumped the 10 ball off the horn. It shoots across. He has it in the side, but where do you go and how do you get underneath that 14 ball? If they tie again, do they do the hockey shootout Canada style? Not quite. Not quite. Well, they would end up playing it all over again. So a 10-6 win for the machine. 171, 176. And we are bringing out game 29. So it is 28 still up, 29 coming out. They only replay the final round. And if they tie again, they replay it again. What a match, what a treat here, guys. It has been some absolute amazing pool. And while Mark Smith is trying to figure out what to do, once again, the viewer advantage pack, guys. Number 7, it is your choice. The Jacoby Black, the T3 jump break cue, the JB case plus tap cash top up, the SS3 360 shaft, or the cash top up, or you can take the 5th option, which is the $620. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. Mark Smith on the right-hand table with a miss. Advantage hard to kill. If you are in the US and would like in on that, send a message to the Q Sports Live page and I'll get back to you with how you can get in it to win it. Well, you gotta favor hard to kill from here. With that miss from Mark Smith, look at that. Look at the break on the left table. Mike Robinson absolutely clobbers the break, sticks the cue ball, makes a ball. Beautiful break. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. Even on YouTube, you can share that feed on your own personal Facebook page. We'd greatly appreciate it. Because I'll tell you what, the level of play here has been unbelievable. Yeah, it was only 1 point there, James. Your comment there on Facebook that Russ did give up points, but it was only 1 point, and it guaranteed him the out. It developed the whole table, so I can understand exactly why he did it. Mike Robinson at the table on the right. Hard to kill at the table. Sorry, Mike is on the left. Hard to kill is on the right. And from here, you gotta like hard to kill on the right-hand table to get out. I will do that, James, as soon as this match is done. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do because I might go through a little bit of withdrawal that this match is over. But I'll check that private message. I know that there's a few that have sent in for the viewer advantage. I'll get those tickets done. And yeah, I might need to go find myself a drink after this. So if Hard to Kill gets out on the right, it would be a 10-5 win. That would put 186-176 with 2 games to go, so it wouldn't be quite over yet. Isn't that correct, Steve? I'll tell you what, if you are just tuning in, make note of the time on this match, because I'll tell you what, Mike Robinson made one of the most amazing outs I think I've seen. Although Chris Melling is up there too. But in this tournament, I think Mike Robinson takes the cake for the best out that I've seen in this tournament for sure. And Mike Robinson is definitely looking good here. 5-man teams, Chadwick. Question is, how are you going to play this? Where's that 8-ball? 8-ball is in some trouble. It goes to the right-hand side pocket or the top left-hand pocket. Other than that, those are his 2 options. So it is very limiting on what you can do with that 8-ball. Timestamp for Mike's out. Just joined. I'm not sure when that was. It was within the last hour, though, Johnny. You're going to want to go back and rewatch this entire match. It is flipping phenomenal. Update the score. Yes, sorry. That was 10-5 or 10-6. Sorry, I was busy watching Mike's table. I didn't see the finish. Thank you. Thanks, Dallas. 186-176. There are 10 points that separate them. There are 2 games left. And it is the game on the left and the game on the right. Mike Robinson definitely needs to get out here. So he's going to take, I think that's the 14 ball, bottom left, draw over for the 12 into the top right. I might do it the other way. He's looking at going forward for the 14. I think I'm going to draw underneath and take the 12 to the top right, use the end rail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. He's going to run into this 3-ball. If he'd have drawn the other way and come to the right-hand side of the bottom of the table, he's in perfect 12-ball. Top left on the cue ball, off the top rail, out to the left-hand middle side of the table. 14's dead into the top right, and it's a hit and stick for the 8 into the right-hand side pocket. Or depending on his angle, he could float and put the 8 into the top left. Geez, no pressure at all on Mike Robinson. He must get out here. He's not gonna play till see what happens. He did want to draw for that 8, but for me, natural shape is always going to be a little bit easier than trying to force. He needs one good rub off this 3-ball. 14-ball top right. Push through the 3-ball cue ball backup table, 3 off the side rail and out of the way for the 12-ball. Oh, wow. Or you just play it off the 12-ball, double kiss, and sit. Perfect. Wow. Unbelievable. So now what do? Do you play this off the rail? I don't know if the 8 passes the 6 to the left side pocket. Or is he looking at using the 3-ball to control the cue ball? So cue ball makes the 12-ball using the 3-ball probably left spin on the cue ball. Punch the 3 out of the way. Off the right side rail, back down underneath for the 8. Because with his angle there, I don't think he can draw into that 3 and come up on top of the 8-ball. Into the side pocket. Left himself a little bit tough on the ankle. But based on how he has been playing, I can't tell you if he's going to try to cut this straight, if he's going to try to play this off the 4-ball. I'm pretty sure he's just going to play this straight. But I don't know, man. Mike has surprised me in so many different ways. He's going to play it off the 4. Wow. 10-1 win for the machine. 186. 187. A win is that the 25th game that's out right now? It is. Or sorry, the 30th. It is. A win is a win on the right-hand table. There is no tie ball game here. There's no way for it to be tied. Somebody is going to win this match on this last game. last game, winner takes it. Unfortunately, I don't know what Lloyd chose there. I was too busy watching Mike. But there is a 10-13-4 ball that is all tied up. It looks like Lloyd took low ball. Is he playing the 3 off the 2? Cue ball off the 2, 3 in the left corner? Or is he playing safe? Oh, wow. Absolute lock up safety. Go full screen on the right, indeed. Sorry guys, I get too ingrained into what it is that I'm watching and it's just unbelievable. Absolutely, Sandra, you nailed it on the head. Don't look at this single screen, guys. The score is wrong. I'll try to change that real quick. Except my fingers are faster. Just gonna delete where they're from. There we go. And this is also not right. There we go. Okay, we're all fixed up on the scoreboard. 186 for the machine, 187 hard to kill. It is hard to kill at the table. He is shooting high ball. Lloyd played a pretty lock-up safety. Absolutely, David. Hopefully that's a little bit better for everybody. Again, I'm in whisper mode. I don't want to disturb these players, not at all. We're only sitting about 8 feet from where these players are. In order to advance, one of them does. The loser goes to the B side. This is still an A side match. Great shot. Really, really nice shot to get out of that lock-up safety, hard to kill. Nobody really wanting to move that 10-13-4. So now Lloyd with an option here. The 2-3 combination would definitely open it up. But I'll tell you what, you gotta have nerves of steel to play that shot. Because I don't think he can see the 3. I don't think he sees the 3 direct. Yes, sorry. 1S in Masters, you are correct. This is what I get for trying to update and fix things quick. Maybe he can see the 3 directly. To open up that 4-10-13. And does break it out, but unfortunately does not get the rub he was looking for. And now what do? You just push the 2 to the 11? I wouldn't think that's going to cut it here, not at this level. Not with what these guys have been showing. Sorry guys, this is Lloyd Anderson at the table. He is playing with the machine. Trailing by just a single point after the full match was tied up. They've now gone into overtime, which is the 5th round over again. This is it. They are on the 5th game of that overtime and trailing by a single point. So whoever wins this game wins the match. It has been unbelievable pool. This is going to be one I recommend that if you are just tuning in, as soon as we shut down the stream to reset, this is one you want to go back and watch. It's been unbelievable. Bank combo, the 5. I don't think the 5 I don't think is wired up. I wonder if that's what he's looking at though. Is he just going to play safe? Chadwick, if you're on Facebook and it's dropping out, try YouTube. Facebook is having all kinds of issues. Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. He ties up the 12 ball with the 2 ball. I don't know if it is hard to kill at the table right now. I don't know if he can see the 13 full. If he can see the 13 full, I like hard to kill and get out. 13 full, break out the 12, and you should be out. Pretty much a $9,000 game, I'd say. Yeah, I would have to agree. No, we will have one more match unless they've moved it because this one went into overtime. More than likely going to see the safety play from hard to kill here. Just shave the 11, send the cue ball in behind the 14 ball, sitting up at the top left-hand side of the corner. And I think that's exactly what he's looking at doing. Just shave that 11 ball. 14's got to be big here. He's got to hit this good. Overhit it. Or did he? Did he get behind that 14? I think he did. And look at the sportsmanship. That's the kind of stuff I love to see. Lloyd taps the table to say, nice job, nice safety. So I think really the only shot for Lloyd here is to try to kick at this 5 ball. So it doesn't look by CompuSport like they have moved the next match as of yet. It is scheduled for 9:30. It will be the winner of this match versus Manning Hughes, and they are based out of Ontario. Now we'll see if Lloyd actually calls this 5 ball. It will go into that right-hand side pocket. We'll see if he's calling this shot or if he's just calling for the safety. Thank you, Nicola. I appreciate it. And it may be a little bit slow in this match right now. These guys are making sure 100% of what it is that they want to do. But I can tell you, the very second that this table opens up, it's going to be over quick. Barry's team just won their match, Alex. I couldn't imagine the type of pressure that these guys feel. In overtime. And you might see Hard to Kill take advantage right here. The 15 ball goes. He can move over, slide over, maybe touch that 10 ball. Kind of develop that 10 ball a little bit. That gives him the option to pot the 14 into the top left. If he gets to the good side, he'll have the 13 with the breakout on the 12 ball. I can't tell if the 9 does pass. If not, the 15 ball's the option. A touch of right-hand spin on that cue ball to send it into that 10-4. Develop that just a touch. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to slam it. A nice pocket weight shot. Of course, that's provided that the 9 does not pass the 14 ball. By doing that, if he takes this 15 ball, touch a right on the cue ball, develop that 10-4, he's got all kinds of options. He'll have the 9 ball down to the bottom left, 14 up to the top left. If he gets good on it and hits really good on it, he'll have the 13 into that right-hand side, develop the 12 with options everywhere. So obviously the 9 does not pass. He's going to shoot the 15 ball. We'll see if he actually develops the 10 ball here. Makes a great shot there. Does develop that 10 ball. Hit a little harder than what I thought he was going to. I think he needed to play a pocket weight shot there. If you could have planted the cue ball right where that 4 ball is and having that 10 developed, you've got every option in the world open to you. And guys, if you are just tuning in, hit that share button between Facebook and YouTube. We are over 600 watching this match right now. He's shooting high ball, Chris. He's shooting the stripes. And if my memory is correct, it's Tony Piazzo, I believe, is how you pronounce his last name. He is playing for Hard to Kill. They are leading by 1 point. And this could be it. This could be curtains. 13 ball into the right side. Break apart this 2-5-12. Shape either the 10 ball or the 12 ball. And I'm not even gonna wait. I'm not gonna say nothing. Just bye-bye. Tony Piazza, thank you. You can hear all of Team Calgary behind me. Get on the rail, get on the rail. So that is the 12 ball now sitting down on this bottom rail. So Tony is now going to have to figure out the path to get back here for this 12 ball. I don't think it's going to cause him any issues at all. 10, 11, 10 ball left pocket, 11 ball top right, 9 ball down to the bottom left with the proper angle to shape the 12 into the same pocket. And Lloyd absolutely made the right decision in that 25th game. Smashed that button and broke it yesterday. That a boy. All right, now decision. Do you come down for the 12 ball off this 9 ball and then shape the 11? Or do you shoot the 11, shape the 9, and then come downtown? He's going to shape the 9 ball, or shoot the 9 ball, but it looks like he's drawing for the 11. Stood up into that shot big time. Did not get where he wanted to be there. He stood up big time in that shot. This leaves a really tight window to come straight up the table. Tony at the table for Hard to Kill. 11 ball top right, all the way downtown, back for the 14. Oh, he underhit it. He underhit it. He well underhit it. Stood up on that shot as well. One bank, there's no other option here. You must make this bank, you must shape this 8 ball. It's natural shape to the 8. Every bit of concentration going into making the bank shot. It's wide. Wow. If Lloyd wins this game, it would be 10-6. The machine would win. No miscue at all. He stood up in both of those shots. He decelerated when he was shooting that ball. It was the 11 ball. 11 ball on that top rail. He decelerated his stroke and stood up in it. I blame the premature good night, Canada. Wow. Well, there is no accounting for the amount of pressure that's on these guys right now. Now, I don't know if the 6 passes the 10 into the bottom left-hand corner. I do believe the 2 passes the 5 ball into the bottom right. No doubt, right, Shirley? Holy cow, what a match. It's back and forth, has been the entire match. It was all tied up at the end of 25 games. They've gone into overtime, and this is the end of overtime. And there's still only 1 point separating them. If Lloyd gets out here, the machine go on to win. Based on Lloyd, the way he's standing, that 6 ball definitely passes the 12 to the bottom left-hand corner. Unless he's putting it into the side with draw. Past the 12 ball, he's sitting perfect. 5 ball now, bottom right-hand corner, straight follow through. Could also draw and have the option of the 2 to the right side pocket. And that's what he's looking at. So it is the draw shot. He's going to put this 5 ball in. Nice stroke. Doesn't want to decelerate. He'll put this in with just a nice little stroke. Be sure of the 5 ball. Come out to the left side of the middle table. Just like that. And Lloyd is sitting pretty. It's a hit and a stick on the 2 into the right side, 8 into the top left. What a match this has been, guys. Absolutely incredible pool. 8 ball top left-hand corner for the machine to win. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable match.
Lloyd, good job.
The machine win by 3 balls.
After 10 rounds.
After 6 rounds of play. Absolutely unbelievable match, guys. Wow, what a barn burner. This is the kind of pool that you can expect to see. We have still
I like that.
3.5 days of pool left to go, guys. What an incredible match. I appreciate everybody tuning in here, guys. It has been unbelievable. I'm going to throw the viewer advantage up one more time before I end this stream. It is viewer advantage number 7. The winner will get the choice of the 5 options, either the Jacoby Black, the T3 jump brake cue, the JB case plus a cash top-up, the SS360 shaft plus a cash top-up, or you can simply take the money and run. qsportslive@gmail.com is how you get it in to win if you're in Canada. If you're outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will get back to you with exactly how you can get in it to win it. But what a match, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to get the next set of matches locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. Don't go far. It won't take long. We'll be back with another incredible, incredible match. I need to go find myself a drink on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.